Hi everyone, welcome to On with Aunie. I am outdoors today enjoying a little bit of the sunshine in front of the Foster the Future mural that's down at the County Records Center. And I'm joined by Dave Henwood, who is our permanency, right? Is that your title?
That's
Permanency
right.
Manager
Yep.
at Job and Family Services. We are spotlighting that this month, April, is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and we're right on the heels of May being Foster Parent Month. So we thought we'd take a little bit of time and chat with Dave, talk a little bit about the mural, and then talk about being a foster parent. Do we need any of those?
We need them.
Okay.
We need as many of them as people want to be. So
Let's talk about the mural.
Yeah, we did this back in 21. This was a county effort to sort of highlight foster parents and the work they do. We used a lot of scenes that the foster parents themselves had given us to try to talk about what they do in their daily lives when they're fostering. So it's a whole setup of things they do when kids come into their homes.
Try to make it real.
Like the everyday foster parent and what it means when children are in your home and kind of how that is real life for them. Yeah,
that's awesome. It is an enormous need, and we are so grateful and blessed with the great foster parents that we have here in Fairfield County. But when it comes to being a foster parent, what does that entail? What is JFS looking for when they're licensing folks? And then what's that commitment look like if I do decide to embark on that as a foster parent?
Yeah, so we typically will have folks start with a small period of training, and then we come out, we do a home assessment of your home, kind of talk with you to decide who do you want to foster, right? So are there
like
certain ages, right? Like, are you a boy or are you a girl home? Either or. Do you like
teens? If you have
teens?
other kids, how does that fit in with your kids?
We break down even all the way to like birth order. Like, you don't want to disrupt who your oldest is or who your youngest is and things like that. So we go through all those things with families, talk to them, and see what would work best for them. We get the licensure process done, and then that brings them on board with us, and we will start placing with them, having kids in their home.
Talk about the training, because I know there's a training, but we just don't throw people out there and expect them to know what it is.
You start out with what we call pre-service training. So you go through a series of trainings to kind of talk about our work and also just parenting in general. Make sure that everybody has a full understanding of what we're asking them to do as kids are coming into their home. Everything from do you know developmental levels to are you comfortable and familiar with some of the things that we as an agency may be working with families about. So kind of trying to do a broad spectrum with individuals, make sure that they understand what the kids will need who come into their homes and get them ready so that when those kids are there, they can all be successful.
I know that oftentimes we end up with a huge need for folks to be fostering teens.
Yes.
Is that still the case, Dave?
It is. It absolutely is. Teens are usually our hardest population to find homes for. Sometimes they're coming to us with some special needs, some behavioral needs, things like that. So that is always an area we're trying to find homes for. We're currently in the process right now of working on a state pilot for this. So we're partnering with our friends at South Central JFS to launch into an initiative where we'll have some treatment foster homes, which are a little higher level, and those will give us more homes and opportunities to have those teens in our community and kind of keep them here in Fairfield County.
Okay, great. So teens that are looking for that home, they sometimes just want that normal family life, right?
They do.
Like, may not need something super special, but someone that's willing to take that chance and spend that time.
Yeah, like teens as in general get a bad rap, right? Like I live with two of them, and they aren't always exactly who you want them to be, but they work at it. They try hard. And for a lot of these kids, it is just that. They just want a typical home to be in. They want to be able to go to their school. They want to be able to participate in their sports and their extracurricular activities, and they want to stay linked with their community. And by having foster homes here, we're able to do that with them.
I know that's been a huge effort on the part of Job and Family Services and you and your team, because oftentimes we're having to send kids out of our community. That's taking them away from their friends and their family and their normal structure and routine. So we need folks here in Fairfield County being able to help and support our Fairfield County kids, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have kids currently all over the state. We have kids as far away as Toledo and Cincinnati in placements. They're far from everything, right? They're far from all the things they know at a time when they're having the most trauma and stress because they're being removed from home. They're being removed from family. They don't have what their normal life looks like. And
as
then
much
they have
normal
to move
is better, right?
Yeah, and then they have to move far away, and Everything's new. School's new. Activities are new. So the more we can keep them here, the closer we can keep them here, the better we're doing for them.
Okay, that's awesome. So if I wanted to become a foster parent, what do I do? How do I get into that?
So first thing you want to do is call us. You want to talk to us. You want us to get you set up with the information. We send inquiry packets out to families so they kind of know all the nuts and bolts that come with being a foster parent. You can call us at 740-652-7887.
And I think we'll put that up on the screen for everybody.
7887. And you just ask to talk to a member of the foster care team, and we get you started, get you the information, send things out to you, kind of let you know when the dates for trainings are and things like that, and kind of start your process with you.
Okay, awesome. What else would you share with folks that are watching today?
We can never have too many. We can never have too many. There's always one more child that we wish we could keep here, and there's always one more opportunity for us to do good by kids. And the more foster families have, the better opportunity we have to do that.
Well, thank you, Dave, to you and the rest of the folks at JFS Child Protective Services for the very important work that you guys do day in and day out.
Aunie, thank you very much.
Well, thanks for joining us.